Hello everybody. Today we're gonna check out this GHAD-68 Gaahleri Advanced Series Airbrush. This is the second Gaahleri tool that I am reviewing, and I'm gonna test it today for you and check how this works. This, according to Gaahleri, is medium in terms of spraying qualities. Fine and wide are also included. However, probably you can squeeze a lot more than this, or if you're unlucky, you'll be stuck with that. So this is a packing that the previous airbrush from Gaahleri came with. It's a very interestingly made, rather thick. And let's see what's in the box. Let's first start with the lid. This is the lid, and as you can see here, there is a thorough description of the airbrush parts. Everything that found its place in an airbrush is described here. You can eventually order spare parts from here, contact them, and that leads me to this. This is a test sample. And look what they are saying. If the product indeed has an issue, no need to return it. Just contact us to confirm the problem and we will arrange a reshipment for you. That means that if you locate any issue, of course with the help of that information on the lid, you can get in touch with them. As far as I'm concerned, their customer service works very well, and I can only praise them for their actions. Now, first, serious letdown. This is a test sample, but this is also a printout. In my first review, I was in doubt, is this a real test sample or is it printed? Unfortunately, Gaahleri themselves confirmed that this is a printout. So I assume that they have several patterns and they print those out randomly and just put them in an airbrush, which means that this is worthless. This doesn't correspond to your airbrush qualities, and it is not from this specific gun. Now, instruction sheet. Brilliant instruction sheet. From Chinese producers, you get airbrushes that are usually without or with Chinese instructions. Here, Gaahleri made a big effort. Everything is picturesquely described. It is great, especially if this is your first airbrush. This is indispensable. What's in the box? In the box, we have spare O-rings. Great now. We have quick release. This is a spare nozzle. This is a spare needle. But those are 0.5. Those two are 0.5 in size. Eventually you can see it here. 0.5. In the airbrush you get 0.38. Now, this is the airbrush itself. It has a cup sufficient enough to hold paint without adding any of those two, which are smooth and nicely manufactured. 1/4 ounces and 1/2 ounce, plus a loop, which is a great addition, especially if this is your first airbrush. A loop is something that you'll need to treat your airbrush with. So let's see how this thing works. Now, my conclusion is that this airbrush performs rather nicely. It performs better than what is shown here, and I believe for that price it is a bargain, because the handle, the plastic handle itself, was 20 something dollars for Iwata TR series, and you gotta get a rod that connects the airbrush to the hose. It is a air path for the airbrush, which costed something like $10 extra. So this is a bargain. You get two needle nozzle combos, 0.38 and 0.5. As you saw in the testing, everything works acceptably well. It is not perfect, but it sure can take its place as a workhorse on any bench, because it's comfy, very comfy. Those are perfect for novice airbrush users or airbrush users that are not talented as myself and don't have the, let's say, premium touch on their muscle memory and fingers to replicate a brilliant pattern. This here helps. Very nice. I can only highly recommend that. Thank you for watching. I hope that you like this review and find it useful. I will see you in the next one.